Ryan.
Ali.
And we just finished watching Star Wars. The first one.
Episode 4.
Which is the first.
Technically, the first.
It confuses me.
Not to a Star Wars fan, we know the score.
Well, I've never seen it until today.
Question is, I've already seen it before. Ryan has not.
None of
So
them.
Ryan, what did you think about it?
It was good. It was good. I went in with a skepticism that I didn't want to enjoy it because it's Star Wars and everyone bums it. So I was just thinking, do you know what? At the point I was watching it the whole way through and I was just like, you're ruining now that you can tell people that you've never seen a Star Wars. And now I have.
One.
One.
To everyone else here, we are doing a whole marathon of this. So we've got Empire Strikes Back after this, Return of the Jedi, and then we're going through the prequels, unfortunately, because we have to, and then Force Awakens, and then hopefully ending at the new Star Wars film that's coming up in December.
None of that made sense to
story.
me. None of that made sense to me.
Good. It's not meant to make sense. None of the whole Star Wars thing makes sense.
No, it was just a cheese fest. But I think that's because of how old they are. At the time, we were talking about this when we were watching it. At the time, I just thought, yeah, that smashes it for what it is. And in terms of like the explosions, like nowadays you think that's crap, but that's just look what we're given. We're thoroughly spoiled in terms of computer generation. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. What you see in films nowadays is just ridiculous.
See, I'm more impressed by what they do here than they do now. So are we actually spoiled?
Yeah, because that is still the top of what they could do at that time. And now we're at the top of what we could do. We're just used to technology. Whereas that was just...
It's not really top though, it's just replacing one form of filmmaking with another, which doesn't really hold much to the
No.
filmmaking sort of magic, as it were.
Yeah, but it's like that in everything now. If you were to go on a set now, you see people doing this in acting, and then there's a fireball coming out of it in the actual film. A lot of the time, like the acting and that sort of stuff was just very genuine because it was there. It's like you have what you had. Chewbacca nowadays would be CGI.
He's actually still in it. He's a real life guy in it.
In that he is.
Yeah.
In the first one, fourth one, but he wouldn't be nowadays. They'd just think.
No, he still is.
As a person.
In the new Star Wars films, he's actually inside the film. He's a person. He's a real person in costume.
Yoda? I know we've not met him yet, but
We haven't got through Yoda yet.
No,
We'll get
I've heard of him. I've heard of him.
there.
I've heard. He's a little green man. But yeah, big.
Yoda's different. Yoda's a very different character.
But he starts as a puppet, doesn't he?
He does.
And then he becomes CGI.
Yeah.
As we move forward in time to the piece of filmmaking of what we are used to now. So I'm saying to you with Avatar on the film set would have been fucking shit. And then you see it.
It's just a load of guys and girls with white dots in their face.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Exactly. But then you see it as a spectacle on the screen. And it's holy shit. It's like comparing playing Sonic, like the original Sonic the Hedgehog nowadays, to playing anything that's out now on the Xbox or PS4 in terms of graphics. It's like, how can you make that person look so human when
You can't compare
Mario?
You can't compare movies.
You can, because we've gone from 8-bit to lifelike. And same as with movies, you've gone from like pixelated explosions to something that looks like it could genuinely be on fire.
On topic of like
Done by computers.
On topic of like something like Sonic or Mario, they haven't really changed anything.
Not the concept of it. No,
It's exactly the same.
But graphic-wise, they've made him look more.
Sure, they've upgraded the graphics, but the whole concept is exactly
the same. Yeah, but so are films.
Yeah.
Films are the same thing. You can. There's so many movies that you can just say, oh, films that come out now. You can go, this is going to happen. That'll happen. That'll happen. The protagonist. Then they're going to fall out. I swear we've said this shit before. throughout other films. So they're going to fall out and then they'll become friends again. So you can't like justify that argument as an argument because it happens in every sort of genre. Books happens, movies happens, video games happens. The three like top grossing things like in the world because you find a market and you go, oh, that sold really well, and then they sell it more and more and more and more and more and more. But Star Wars was good. I was hoping that I wasn't.
Go back to Star Wars.
Yeah, so the movie that we're supposed to be actually reviewing, but I was hoping that I wasn't.
Episode 4. Don't get confused.
4. 1. 1, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. But it's the first in the series. It's number 1.
And then 7.
Shut up.
We're getting there.
Yeah, and we will. But it was good. The Stormtroopers are just, they are fantastic.
Door locked. Move on.
I've seen there's nobody here. Okay.
Quick, move on to the next door.
I got a lot of the references because I watch Family Guy.
I don't.
And they're so bang on. Everything that I sort of like critiqued about it was exactly how Family Guy looked at it, and they were just like, yeah, that's funny, and that bit's pointless or unnecessary, or we can make a laugh out of that. And as the scene came on, where the ship's trying to land, and there's the guy just standing there with the little gun, pew 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 pew, and that's all I had in my head was pew pew. Gotcha.
It must be so easy to make friends in this universe, though.
Yeah,
friends.
Everyone trusts people. Everyone.
Luke Skywalker knows Ben Kenobi in literally less than a day, really.
And then he dies.
He's like, oh no!
And if he doesn't die, if he doesn't cry, there's no fucking way I'm going to cry. I've known you as long as he's known you. I didn't get a blanket on my shoulders from Princess Leia when he died. Where was my blanket, Ollie? Where was it? I was upset.
I could
but I
have
wasn't.
If you wanted one, you could
I could have done, but we're going into unfamiliar territory if that happens. But it was funny. I know it's not supposed to be funny, but there's so many.
I like how we tried to make him like this. Oh, my all-seeing mentor, and but he's still only.
And he
hasn't taught him jack shit.
No, literally nothing.
He actually hasn't taught him anything.
Do you know who the guiding light is? C-3PO.
Put on his helmet, become blind for 5 to 10 seconds.
It literally was.
And like, oh, pew pew pew. Oh, I'm a Jedi now.
Whoa, Harrison Ford, and you're not quite a Jedi because you can do that to robots, but it's not quite real life. And then everyone just glosses over that fact.
You don't believe in the Force, do you? Oh, that thing that you just realised existed like 2 hours ago? Oh, that thing? Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing that like at every pivotal point in the story where you might hear my dead voice. So, remember that? Yeah, you remember
Get out of my head, Ben! Get out of my head!
I didn't even know there was a Ben Kenobi.
It's just Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is Ben Kenobi.
You got lost in the same film.
Yeah.
He's a persona that he
put on.
Yeah.
As Obi-Wan.
Yeah. It's about no one else would find him because Obi-Wan Kenobi's like this guy being searched by the Empire.
Would you not have called yourself like Randy or Jeff or like Obi-Wan Kenobi? I
don't have any problem with the Ben, but the Kenobi bit is kind of a giveaway.
Well, yeah.
You would have thought, Luke put two.
But genuinely, if I couldn't follow that, how were they going to follow that?
Realise that, Obi-Wan Kenobi, one of these is related to Ben Kenobi.
I don't know,
it's like saying, Dan Squilt is related to Ted Squilt. It's a possibility.
I never would have known. Never would have known. The liquor probably hasn't helped.
Yeah.
But,
Ted Squilt.
I don't know why. I don't know how I didn't put 2 and 2 together there. I was just waiting there throughout the whole film, just going, when's Obi-Wan Kenobi? Not actually getting into this. You told me that the green thing wasn't coming until later. Yoda. You told me he wasn't coming until later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought I might maybe see him. I thought you were just pulling my leg.
Not in this one.
Like you tried to tell me that one of the stormtroopers was related to the Luke.
Yeah, that's messing with your mind.
Well, it worked. I'm upset.
Well. You ain't a Jedi fool.
Well, I was trying.
Yeah.
trying. But on an overall note, I would probably say
yes.
no, not no, overall note. I would say like 7. I enjoyed it, considering like how old the movie is and how overhyped people say it is. I'm sort of like bought into that. I enjoyed it. I did like it.
This is the worst of the original trilogy.
In which case, it is a solid 3.
At least that's what my opinion is. Sorry, I know people.
You're not allowed to have opinions.
I know it's.
You're not allowed to have
I know
opinions.
it's YouTube, but I can't help it.
I've gone from a 7. I said 7, didn't I? Yeah, to a 3 because of him. Because I'm being told what to say. What do you think? You said it was the worst, didn't you?
It's the worst of the original trilogy.
I'm not agreeing with him. 7. I'm not buying into it. I enjoyed it. It was shit at some points, but it wasn't shit as in like the story was shit. It was shit for our time. Back then, that's good. The screen wipes, the scrolling. You didn't even need to watch it. You were pretty much told the story. This is happening. This has happened.
So you're not giving it a low marking because of the story. You're giving it a low marking because of the popularity of the franchise.
No, because I put it back up to a 7. You're dropping it down. I liked it. I'm saying going in from not seeing the Star Wars,
I would give it a 7.
it was okay. It was good.
I would give it a 7.
And keep it at 7, but you're saying this is the worst one.
Because
So that means that the next 5 have to be 7.25, 7.5, 7.75,
I would give
8, 9. No.
I would give it a 7 because it is incredibly slow paced. Particularly at the start.
For a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but then what else are we going to put in it?
I mean, until we leave Tatooine planet because you weren't paying attention.
I didn't. There was order on. But it blew up, didn't it?
Yeah. Shame about that.
I had so many attachments to that.
No fucks were given.
I knew the dude on the corner shop, Jeffrey. He used to send me beer when I was 15. I love that planet. It's actually a good planet. But 7 out of 10 for me. I liked it. I did like it.
I'll agree with you, 7 out of 10. But for different reasons.
Even though it's the worst.
It's the worst.
Even though it's the worst.
But it's like saying, like Fellowship. I don't know. I was going to say Fellowship of the Rings is worse out of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Would we say that?
I have said them all, but I don't remember ish. I knew it was almost.
I think it falls into that category of being the first of the trilogy, and because it has a lot of introductions to make.
Yeah.
So it
Blank canvas.
So it has to have a lot of time in which to actually introduce people and eventually lead on to more exciting things. But it takes a while to get there. That's what I'm saying. Shut up.